Welcome, everyone, to the show. You're listening to the I Am Real Estate Show with Ray Smith, Sandra Johnson, and Danielle Johnson, who is not off today.
Nope, I'm here.
All right. We're here today with one of the top pest prevention companies in Tucson. It's called Rigo Pest Prevention. And here we have today who is the Director of Operations, Josh R.C.
Hey, thank you guys for having me back on the show.
How you been, buddy?
I've been great. I'll tell you, it's a little bit warmer than the last time I met with you guys.
Yeah.
But, it's nice to be here.
Yeah, I bet you guys try to start early and end your day a little bit early.
Yeah, a lot of our guys, especially, with seasonal pests that are cropping up, right?
Right.
So we're seeing bee activity increase, and we got our guys doing our services, trying to get out there 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. It's not always easy when we're dealing with clients, of course.
Right,
but
right.
yeah, if you can beat that heat, then you're in better shape.
Do you guys work late hours too then to avoid the heat, to try to work seven on?
Usually not.
Okay.
Usually try to front load that in the morning if possible.
Okay.
It just works out better that way. But, I'll tell you, as the amount of services requested goes up and keeping our guys busy, every once in a while, you'll have those days that just seem to never end.
Yeah, but I wanted to make sure that you guys knew there's only 24 hours in a day. Are you guys aware of that?
I know that. I don't know if Rigo knows that, though. I'll tell you, I'm pretty sure he makes fake hours that he somehow manages to get stuff done.
Well, we were talking about the last time he was on the show about the awards and the Readers Award. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah,
Make sure people are
absolutely.
voting?
That's coming up here right around the corner. I think we're just about a couple weeks away from that. I don't know the specific dates, but we're going to go for badge number 5, if you can believe it. Voted Tucson's best pest control company 4 years in a row. And we spoke a little bit about that last time. I will say, I mentioned previously on the show that the number one way that we've really grown over the years has been the word of mouth and just referrals from customers. And I believe truly that this is an extension of that. It's really touching to have customers that rave about you to the point that they are happy to get up and vote for you every single day. And really kind of secure that for us, which is nice. And so, with that said, it's going to be coming. Any existing customers of ours will get notified of that. When it happens, we'll provide them with the links and, how they can vote for us. And, as a reminder, that could be a vote that's done every single day. And I'll tell you, Rigo would be so happy if we could secure that 5th badge.
That's awesome. When does the voting start?
The votings, I don't know yet. So it starts in July. So I'm thinking it's going to be right around the beginning of July. I don't know if it's July 1st. We're still waiting on those dates. In fact, we just got notification at the end of last week that we did obviously qualify for this final round of finalists. But that's why I usually say, if you're a customer of ours, keep your eye on your inbox. We'll be sending you some updates. But if you go to the Arizona Daily Star website and look up the Arizona Daily Star Readers' Choice Awards, they'll have all that information updated as they provide it.
Awesome. You guys, do you have that on your social media, your website and stuff, the Facebook account?
Yep.
So that's another great way to find you guys. So if you haven't gone on and liked them on Facebook, please do so. They're a likable bunch, really.
I thought you might want to say thank you to all the people who got you there.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, it's been an amazing journey for me. As you guys know, I've been with the company. I'm just about to start my 10th year.
Yeah.
And so when I first started working at the company, we had 4 technicians, and now we've got up to 26 employees. And it's been amazing to see that, and it wouldn't be without the customers that we've had that have continued to support us, continue to take service faithfully, and allow us to serve them. And absolutely, and so thank everybody that's voted for us in the past, and really kind of in advance, thank you guys for taking your time to help us get there again.
I think people need to know that you're a Tucson-grown company.
Absolutely.
Rigo's been here from the beginning, and this is where he started his company at, and you guys have grown as Tucson has grown as long as people are doing the referrals and helping you out.
Correct.
To get you more business.
Yeah, and to that point, one of the things that, oftentimes I'll get asked by people is, one of the things I'm concerned about with companies that grow, especially even if they're local, is that they'll end up moving. They'll end up trying to transplant, a satellite office outside of Tucson.
Right.
And that's not going to happen. Rigo is, one of his core mantras is that he wants to master Tucson. And even at this stage, there's enough pests for us to kill. And so, we are a local company. We're going to be staying local. And, we really consider Tucson, Arizona to be our home.
We have used Rigo for the real estate transactions for years now. And, And it's the quality of the service that you guys have that really keeps our clients coming back, and just that confidence of knowing that, you take the time to do the job right, and that your interaction with the client is just fantastic.
Yeah, and to that point, I speak to people all the time and say, you can have a whole slew of different pest control companies, but one of the things that really sets Rigo apart more so than just outstanding service, which we do provide, it's that extension of that service, and that's if there's ever an issue, we will make it right. It's never one and done. We'll never leave someone hanging and drying. If we end up entering an agreement with somebody to take care of something, come hell or high water, we will make sure that it gets solved.
I think that's the thing that I love the most, is that you're like our company, the Johnson Smith team and Indy Realty, is that it's all about relationships. We want your business. We need to make money, but we want to make sure that we have an existing relationship beyond the transaction.
Absolutely. This is not a bug business. This is a people business,
yes.
First and foremost.
Same thing we say about real estate. It's not a real estate business, it's a people business.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I agree, and I don't like bugs, but I do like you guys. And I will say that you have kept the bugs away from my house for the last couple of years, and so I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Every time he comes to do our house again, he'll ask me, do you have any bugs? Do you have this? Do you have that? And go through the list, and I can always say, nope, I'm good.
Yeah. And that's
make
really
sure that it stays that way.
Yeah, and that's really the point. It's a matter of, as companies grow, it's easy to lose that personal touch, right?
Yeah.
And, with that said, one of the things, to this day, I think we're going on 16 years later, we still call every single customer before every single service to make sure that the time of arrival it fits with their schedule. And that's how we do business.
Yeah, and you guys don't have to have us at the house when you're doing the service to the home, but it's always nice to know that if we want to be there, that we've got that appointment set and somebody's reaching out to make sure that it's a good time.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm looking at, we were talking a little bit before the show about, you said bees were starting to come around. Is bees and wasps about the same thing? They have at the same time?
Yeah, absolutely. And actually, we've been seeing a lot of wasp calls as well. Was actually coordinating with a couple of my technicians the other day, working with one of my new directors at the company, going through a pretty substantial, one of the biggest wasp remediations jobs I've ever seen.
Wow.
Probably number 2 on the list. There's one more that still beats that, but absolutely. I mean, as these high temperatures rise, as I was walking into the studio, you hear those cicadas outside.
Yeah.
As that temperature goes up, the desert becomes alive. And so we've got, bee colonies that have gotten too big, that are splitting off, birthing other, new queens. They're looking for homes. They're getting into, voids around people's homes. Wasps are building those paper nests around the exterior of the houses. Absolutely. It's going to be a buggy summer for sure.
Oh. I didn't want to hear that.
That's good news for Rigo's Pest Prevention.
Oh, absolutely. Hey,
Job
it keeps us busy,
security.
that's for sure.
Yeah.
People say, no, we don't really want any bugs. We say, no, we need bugs because we need companies. We need people to stay around. We need you guys to stay around. And we want to make more relationships. It's all about you guys making relationships. So bugs brings relationships.
Well, and it's just like with you guys as well. I'll tell you, you're dealing with people's homes.
Right.
It's a very personal and intimate space. And, to be able to be welcomed time and time again into people's homes, you get to know these people and, the relationship that not only as a company, but our technicians individually develop with people is really something that I had no idea I was going to experience when I got involved with this a decade ago. But it's a personable business for sure.
I like that because I remember we talked about the fact that when you decided to come into the company, you're like, well, I don't know, not sure if I really want to do this.
Yeah.
You're not the same person.
It was going to be one summer, 10 years later.
All right, everybody, we're heading to the break. You're here with Josh Arce, who is the Director of Operations for Rigo Pest Prevention. You're listening to the I Am Real Estate Show on 1030 AM The Voice, KVOI. See you on the other side. We have Josh for more stuff to talk about. Bugs.